have my first Starbucks of the trip. Of course, I have my iced green tea latte. Yes, it's the middle of winter, but I needed this. I've got no energy and I have my show tonight, and I'm hoping to have this. Got a cheesecake slice, and take off my shoes and just chill in the room for a bit. I do want to film a room tour just for the video, and also to show what I got while I was out shopping today, but I think for the time being I'm just going to have this and chill. But I will film those videos in as soon as like for the vlog. But yeah, I just desperately needed a pick me up, so I have my iced green tea latte. And I've just filmed the first part of my Tracy Goes book shopping video. I thought I would just show you guys quickly the books that I have that I bought today. These are not everything I was going to get, but I got the two main ones, which was Atmosphere and Quicksilver. That one was a free book because I spent way too much money, and the sales assistant convinced me to sign up for the Gold Plus membership, so because I only had to spend another $10. So yeah, I have a weakness for books. So, and I've been getting back into reading, which has been really nice. So but yes, these are the newest books to my TBR, and looking forward to reading them eventually. Oh, and I bought this because I needed to carry something, and yeah, I'm most likely to be going back tomorrow. I'm not done book shopping yet, because I figured I'm in Sydney, may as well. Hey guys, welcome to the room tour portion of my Tracy Goes to Sydney vlog. So I'm staying at the Meriton Suites, and this is, I've got the studio apartment, so this is just a quick overview of where I'm staying. So we sort of have the back of the door, lights for the key card, and then we turn around, we have laundry facilities, rubbish bin. This is the ensuite, so bathroom, toilet, sink, and then we move into like the living area. Just ignore the stuff that I've dumped on the floor. I have not unpacked anything because I have zero energy and my show's on in like 3.5 hours, so love that. So yeah, so that's shopping from today. My suitcase, which is not open, and then my other backpacks are over there, and then over here we sort of have the kitchenette. So this is why I like to stay here, because it comes with a microwave and it also comes with a fridge, so really handy if you want takeaway and you have leftovers. I found when I was staying at hotels that didn't have them, I was wasting a lot of food, so I like the option if I bring food home, or back to the hotel, I can heat it up or I can save it for later. And it also comes like with knives and forks and, you know, plates, cups, things like that. So yes, it's expensive, but you get everything. So that's just a fridge. I've still got the cheesecake from earlier in there, and then freezer. Nothing in that one. Come over here, sort of got an office area, got a telephone. This is the wardrobe, and the safe's in there. I haven't unpacked, so the only thing I've got there is my jacket. So got then the bed, so you've got two nightstands on either side, and this is I think it's a king size bed. But yeah, this is where I'll be sleeping tonight, or the next few nights. Like coffee table / dining table, my shoes that I've kicked off there for the time being. And then this is my view, which is actually pretty nice. It's considering I don't have a Pacific like view. So I'll see if I can bring it up, because I'm sure no, because I know I must have been outside, because I did notice the floors below were actually where the balconies were, so I think it must be the same floor. I thought I could see them from here, but actually can't, so you can tell I'm a bit tired. But yeah, so that is my view, so pretty nice, and this is where I'm going to be staying for the next few nights. And I'm back from the show. It was incredible. I have such a good time watching Four Arms and Hog, and this show was no exception. I definitely recommend checking out the live shows and also the YouTube channel if you haven't. I'll leave a link in the description below. I'm so glad I went to the show. It was hilarious, and yeah, I love how they they can improvise, and the use of running gags is hilarious, and yeah, it was a really great audience as well, and that's what helped us in. So yeah, so I had a really good time. Dinner was really good as well. I showed a brief clip of my dinner. So yeah, so that worked out really well with the timing wise. But it's nearly midnight and I'm really tired, so I'm going to go to bed and I'll check in the morning. Plans, ended up ordering Uber Eats delivery, mostly because I didn't feel like going out in the wet and cold because it has been raining. So I ended up ordering Chinese. I got some prawn chips, some short soup, and I also got a fried rice. I didn't feel like a lot just because I had a pretty big lunch, and I'm also doing a buffet tomorrow, so I don't want to overfill on food. So I'm going to have my dinner, and I don't know if I'll do another update tonight because I don't have any plans. It's just going to be me chilling in my hotel room to get the value of money for it. So if not, I will check in tomorrow. And I'm back from my day out at the Star, and I had such a good time. I loved MJ the musical. I wasn't too sure what to expect, but it was an excellent show. It was just such a vibrant, like really performative, which you'd expect from a show about Michael Jackson. And yeah, just how they incorporated his songs, like how they told his, like did flashbacks to his childhood. The show definitely didn't shy away from the abuse that he suffered, which could make really uncomfortable at times, which was such an interesting juxtaposition with just how colourful and like loud and like the songs were. And it was really interesting watching that play out, because it's told like 2 days before his Dangerous tour. I think it's set in like end of 92, because they did make a reference where it was like, a month ago LA burned, which was a reference to the LA, like the 92 LA riots. So I did think that it was quite interesting how the story was told. And yeah, there was like a lot of humorous moments. I did laugh at the line about where he said, "Oh, God gave me this vision to do this scene this way. If I don't do it, he'll give it to Prince." I thought that was quite funny. But yeah, it was just a really sort of made me realize, I was like going, oh, I didn't actually know that about Michael Jackson. And one thing I did notice I found in particular was how they staged the song Thriller, which was right near the end. And I was sort of like, because the show pretty much tells Thriller like it's about Joe Jackson. And I'm not sure how true that is. I did try to Google, but I couldn't get a definitive answer. I suppose it's like just open to interpretation. But yeah, I did find that interesting. And the lyrics to Thriller are a lot darker if you do listen to it in that way. So, but yes, I overall really enjoyed MJ the musical, because I was on the fence about going to see it. It was only because I had a Saturday free in Sydney, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go see MJ the musical, and I can't fault it. I had a really, really amazing time. If I was going to say something, not so much negative, it's more of a, I don't know if it was a technical issue or if it was just or a direction issue. The actor who played MJ at our performance, at times I was struggling to actually hear him, and I know that was like Michael Jackson spoke like that in real life. He was very soft spoken, like very understated, but it was sort of a bit hard to hear him, and I could hear everybody else just fine, but just at some parts when it was the spoken dialogue, that was a bit soft. So that was probably my only nitpick, but everything else about the show was fantastic. Honestly, I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. It was really phenomenal, and I'm glad I went to see it. So that's sort of my take on MJ the musical. And then afterwards I had dinner at the Harvest Buffet at the Star. Very expensive, but very worth it, and I feel like my belly wants to recreate the scene from Alien right about now. So I definitely took advantage of the all-you-can-eat buffet. But yes, it was, I've only ever eaten breakfast there. I've never done dinner. So that was like a different experience as well for me. So, but yeah, I would actually, if you don't mind spending, because I think I paid $116, which is, again, very pricey, but if you want an all-you-can-eat buffet and you get an hour and a half at the table, and I was a bit worried because I was a solo person going to a buffet alone, like a weirdo. But I did, because I was like, oh, what if I sit down and then they take away my table or something? They actually had the receipt, and then the time was written on they put a thing saying what time the person was meant to have left by. So I never had an issue, like sitting down, leaving most of my stuff there, and yeah, and they just took my empty plates away when I was finished. So it was excellent service, excellent food. I'm so full, and now I have to pack because sadly I'm heading home tomorrow. I do have one more show. I'm seeing Annie, which is actually across the street at the Capitol Theatre. So I'm going to be leaving my bags at the hotel and then heading over because the show's at 1 and then the bus leaves at 5. So I just thought that was just an easier way to fill in the afternoon. Like while I was waiting for the bus. I have actually seen Annie, and assuming Anthony Wallow is going to be in the, like, playing Oliver Warbucks, because I have seen him as Oliver Warbucks back when it was at the Lyric Theatre in 2012. It was one of the first solo, trips to Sydney where I went to see a musical by myself, and I did see Annie there, so I'm going to be seeing it tomorrow. The only difference is just not funny because the circumstances, but when I saw the show back in 2012, Alan Jones played President Roosevelt. If you know anything at all about what's been happening in that regard, you know, obviously Alan Jones will not be playing FDR. I think Greg Page, the Yellow Wiggle, was one of the Wiggles. I'm not 100% sure which one. So I think he's playing the president. So I just thought that was really interesting, like shows where I've been and like seen, and then it's like the person's had a really spectacular fall from grace. That actually happened, just a random side note, when I saw Jesus Christ Superstar, the tour in 2013, Andrew O'Keefe played King Herod. Yeah, he's I doubt he'll be doing any kind of musicals like that, or any show business for a while, because yikes. But yeah, I just found that just really random. But anyway, I'm just gonna stop it here. I'll check in when I continue packing, because I have 2 piles of books over on the far side of the room, and I'm not sure how I'm fitting them in the suitcase to take home with me. So I will show you when I have done that. And this is the progress I've been making with my packing. I haven't even got to the clothes yet. That is my dirty pile of clothes. And in the bag is all the tea I got from T2. And I still have those books over there. So yeah, this is probably not going to end well, but I'll check in a bit. Okay, some progress. I've got some books and one of my programs in there. Got some books there, books on the bottom, dirty clothes. I've got 2 books left, and I've still got to put toiletries away. Oh, and the outfit that I've got on with my dress, so that will need, and my PJs, obviously. But I think I'm doing pretty well. All things considered, considering how big that pile of books was. I think I may put those 2 books in my backpack and just carry them with me on the bus, because I've still got the book I brought with me, and better not forget that. Okay, got a few more things to work through, but we're getting there. And this is what my suitcase looks like with everything that's in there. I'm really hoping it's going to close. If not, we could be in a bit of trouble. So wish me luck. Success. I got everything in there, even got the strap on it. So good thing I'm leaving my suitcase here for the afternoon till I'm back, because my plan is to check out, leave this bag and that bag with the hotel, and then we'll be seeing Annie at 1. So at the moment it is nearly 9:15. So yeah, at most I'll have, like, because the theatre opens an hour before the show, so it'll open at 12. So I only have about 2 hours that I need to fill in this morning. So I'm gonna get coffee and probably something light to eat, because to be honest, I'm still feeling a bit full from last night. So, but I got the suitcase closed. I wasn't sure how that was going to go, but I got there. Bye, room. You were a really nice place to stay for the last few nights. Unfortunately, I have to get back to reality after this, so I got this backpack, suitcase, and yeah, so this is probably going to be my last actual check-in where I'm talking. There'll be a few more clips after this, most likely if I end up getting anything else to eat, and obviously when I'm at the show, I'll try and get some clips of my program and the foyer and things like that. But yeah, this is it for my Sydney vlog, basically. So thank you guys for hanging out, and stick around for the rest of the clips that I have, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.